Well, Owen, I'm sure if you were choosing the fixtures, you wouldn't opt to play away for your first game at a club who's romped to the Championship. So how good a result is this?
Well, I think it's a tremendous result, and you're right. I mean, we knew that we were going to have to withstand some early pressure because Queen's Park Rangers, as you said, they'd run away with the Championship last year. They were going to unfurl the flag today. The fans were on a high. I'd experienced it myself with our own first game, the home game with Burnley, when we beat Manchester United and Robbie Blake had scored a wonder volley. So I knew the atmosphere would be incredible from the start, and it was. And we had to defend with our lives early on, but we gradually grew into the game, scored a wonderful goal through Gary Cahill, and that really gave us a platform to go on and express ourselves. And I don't think there's any doubt we're fully deserving of the 3 points and the goals we scored.
They say goals change games, and that goal really did change the game. How good was it?
Well, it was a wonderful goal. I don't know if it changed the game, because I felt that we'd actually grew into the game and we're getting a stranglehold in the game. But once we got that goal, obviously the confidence then flows again, as it already was, but even more so through the players. And it was just a wonderful goal from Gary. He's capable of doing that. I mean, he said before, he has feet that belong to a centre forward, although he operates as centre back. He's got unbelievable pace, great timing in the air. Just a wonderful footballer, and as I say, it set us on our way to a tremendous victory.
What marks out of 10 would you give Gary Cahill's performance today?
Well, I mean, he's one of my group as a team. Then of course it was a top performance, and that's our strength. It won't ever be through one or two individuals. It'll be as a team. I mean, we said when I came to the club 2 years ago, when we lost Jack Wilson on loan, people felt, Bolton will be a poorer team the following year. But we weren't. We were a better side because we had to readjust. And again, similarly, they'd said, obviously with Daniel going back to Chelsea, Johan Amanda leaving, the same thing. And as a manager, you pose with these questions and you know how to solve these problems, shall I say? And that's all we're trying to do. We knew that we wanted to get a positive result, given the run of fixtures that we got. I think we got 5 of the top 6 in the next 6 games. So we knew it was a difficult game, but we had to get up and running, and we did that. And we're delighted with the 3 points.
Now, if you were concerned that the newspaper headlines about a possible move for Gary Cahill would affect him, you saw today that clearly he's focused very much on Bolton at the moment.
Well, newspaper headlines don't affect me, and I've stressed to Gary they won't affect him either, because the bottom line is I'll be the first to know if there's anything concrete, not newspaper headlines. So in the relationship I have with Gary, then as soon as I know, he'll be aware of any major interest that he needs to know about. And at this moment in time there hasn't been any. I'm on record as saying there was notes of interest, if you want to call it that, 4 or 5 weeks ago. Nothing then has moved on from that. There's been no firm offers for Gary, and until such times as that changes, then he'll stay focused. He's well paid by Bolton Wanderers, he's got a fantastic contract, and he delivers on the pitch, and that's why as a manager you have to keep your players focused on the job in hand, and Gary does that. He's such out with a footballer. He's a really magnificent man, and he showed that again today.
Now obviously it's a long season, 9-10 months. You have lost a few players. Do you intend to bring more in before the end of the month?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, it's no secret to know we'd love to strengthen our forward areas. We've obviously signed Tunchai now on a year's loan from Wolfsburg. Wasn't available today because of the work permit, which we hope to turn around in 3 or 4 days next week. So we were in the squad for Manchester City. But on the back of that, yeah, of course we'd love to add another striker or a wide player to help the squad we have. But what I do know is the group we have work their socks off each day. They're an absolute joy to work with, and as long as they keep delivering on that with those performances, that'll see us doing well.
And just finally, you mentioned you have been in Neil Warnock's position coming up from the Championship. Is it important for them how they react now to this result from their point of view? Yeah,
of course. I mean, there's no doubts that it's only one result, and we know that as well. And on the other side of that, I mean, it's such a long season. Our first game at Burnley, we lost at Stoke City 2-0, and as I say, you looked at the fixtures after that and everybody had written us off already, but as I say, we turned that around, and as you know, when I left Burnley in 14th position, and so it can be achieved, and Neil will know that, and he'll make sure that his players pick themselves up and go again.